Alright, this is literally like my third time trying to record this video, but I was using my phone before and it was just tweaking. But we're on my iPad now. The views, I'm not mad about it. I might like record my videos on here more often now. But yeah, today I was just talking about, me being a producer in college and how I just balanced that and everything. I got some candy corn here because it's Halloween. People think I'm nasty for eating it, but you're nasty for not. Um but yeah, basically just being a producer in college and trying to balance all of that and everything. I don't know, college is not for the weak, first of all, being a producer and actually committing to, doing this, and like having a vision for yourself and everything. It's not hard. I mean, it's not hard. It's not easy. It's very hard, it's a challenge, especially for me just as a reserved person who just likes to keep to myself and do what I want to do. Like I just like to do what I want to do and go on about my day or whatever. Being in college is crazy. It took me a minute to confirm my major and everything. Music industry is what I'm studying. Um because one, I really like business. If I didn't because I didn't want to go to school for music, so I am jumping all over the place. But just to give a little background, like I didn't want to go to college. I hate school. It's not for me. But here I am, almost finished and everything by the grace of God. Um, but fucking I didn't know what I was gonna major in. It took me a year to select my major as music industry. I didn't really wanna. I'm like, I don't think I need to go to school for music because I was already making beats and shit before I got to college. Just at a minute level. But I was already doing it. Obviously, I learned enough to be able to do it before I was actually doing it. So I didn't think it was relevant to go to school for music. I'm like, but maybe business because I knew I wanted to be a producer. I'm like, I'm making money off of this either way. So I'm like, okay, if I study business, I can just figure out how to make a business out of this shit, or just in general, I just like business, just solving problems and just having an outcome and just, making something out of nothing type shit. That's just, I like that. But I was able, luckily my school, like I'm saying, my major is music industry, which is kind of just like music business, learning the business of music and how the music industry works. Um, Thankfully my school had that major and that's what I went with. After a year I finally selected my major as music industry, and I'm like, okay, I feel more comfortable about being here, although this is not what I wanted to do. um but after, sticking it out, and like, this shit was hell, man. I'm like, yeah, I knew I shouldn't have been here. I don't want to do this. This shit is hard. I don't need to be doing this. I'm already doing it. I'm already having good enough success. And of, doing this like without school, like why do I need to still be doing this shit? Like still be in school, like doing this shit, it didn't seem beneficial. It's just a lot. It's just very draining emotionally, physically, my health. I just had to start learning to take better care of myself, and just being away from, like, I don't go to school. I'm from SoCal. I don't go to school in SoCal. I go to school in NorCal. So it's just a lot of challenges that come with being in college on itself, besides the challenge of me not wanting to be in college and figuring out how I can make it useful for myself. Um, just like once I did get comfortable, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm comfortable with my major. This is what I'm gonna do. I feel good about everything. But then, just life as a student and as a person, it's a lot to manage, and with being a producer now, having to set goals for myself and execute and meet deadlines and do things, along with school. I got homework, I got tests I need to study for, and shit like that. It's a lot. Internships and just being on campus and not spending my time here working. I got studio sessions like right after class. I need to hurry up and get home and clean up so everything is good. Like it's a lot to manage, a lot in my head that's going on. It's always something, always something, always something, and so it can get a little overwhelming and maybe just a little, like I'm saying, like it's not the best for my mental health or whatever, even my physical health at points. Um I just don't have like the best, it's just a lot of learning that I have to do, and I'm okay with like admitting, I'm very reflective and observant and just accountable about myself, what I'm doing and my actions and everything. So, it was really just balancing, just being in school and a producer. It's really just, time management, um just making sure my well-being is good, like I'm saying, my health and everything, making sure that I'm getting my important things done and my priorities are straight and everything. Um, it's just a lot, School in itself is a lot. Like even if you're in high school, like, it's college is just like high school on your own as an adult, so you have to manage life with school, so being in high school, like you don't really have much responsibility. You're still kind of a child, but I'm an adult now, you know. And so just I don't know. I don't want to be in school. I fucking hate school. I'm sitting in class like working on YouTube videos, like texting people to make sure they got the beat. You feel me type shit. Planning studio sessions because I gotta go after class, you know, we still link in type shit. You know, I'm just in school worried about shit that's not school related, you know? So I just felt like school was a waste of time and everything. And I didn't need to be here because I'm already doing what I would be going to school to do, you know? But I'm glad that I did stick it out. Like I said, I almost dropped. I had a crazy meeting with my counselor and I was gonna be done, you know? Out of school, no more student type shit. But I'm glad that I did stick it out by the grace of God. Like I'm saying, I told her, I'm like, all right, good, I can drop, but I'm gonna just stick it out another week and see how it goes. And that's what I did. And I'm still here a year later after having that meeting, a year and a half later, about to graduate in like a semester, you know? So it's been a crazy journey, you know. I did not want to do this. Like this is the last thing I want to do. I fucking hate school. I always was terrible at taking tests. Like I am, you know, just poor preparation just because I literally don't want to be doing it, you know. You will only do what you want to do. And school is what I did not want to do. So I was not a good student for most of my college life, you know. I was barely passing my tests, barely passing my classes, and that's just a bad feeling I felt, an unnecessary pressure on myself. It's like, oh my God, I'm barely passing. You know, that shit is crazy for me to be as smart and brilliant as I am. I'm a very poor student. I don't have a good student ethic, you know, but I am smart. The information that I do, I am, you know, I know that I'm smart, you know, although it may be feeling like by my results of school that I'm not or whatever. Like I know like my worth, I know my value, I know what I can bring to the table, you know. Um and I've just been told that through different people in my life and shit like that. So it's like I'm very confident in myself and my knowledge and what I can bring and what I present and all of that. But school is just not the place for that, for me to do it. But you know, the knowledge that I've equipped here is kind of what what shook me into being grateful for being able to actually finish school and shit now, because like I said, it was the last thing I wanted to do, but now I'm happy that it's done, you know. I'm happy that I did continue and follow through with my commitment. Like my sister told me, you don't want to stop what you already said you were going to do. You need to commit to yourself, you know, and follow through, you know, and follow through with what you say you're going to do, just so you know. You don't want to be a quitter. You don't want to have a rep for not following through with what you say you're gonna do. And that kind of stuck with me, you know. And so, you know, she be telling me a lot of stuff. My big sister be putting a lot of shit in my head that I don't want to hear at the moment, but later on, like, because this was like a year ago, like I said, she told me, she like, I mean, you just yeah, you're right, but I mean, you need to see it through for yourself, you know. Couldn't anybody do that for me, you know? She's like, if that's what you want to do, you do it, you know, but you need to really see through and know and do what's best for you. And so that's what I'm doing, you know. As hard as this shit is, although I did not want to do it, like finally seeing the value and the positive in it. As bad as shit has been, like going through, oh my God, college is just the worst. You know, people are like, these are the best years of your life. I'm like, bro, why am I in hell? Hell is not supposed to be what? The best years of my life are in hell? This shit is crazy. Whether it's true or not, you know, but I've just learned a lot. I've been through a lot in these 5 years of being in school and shit like that. And with being a producer now, thankfully I was able to major in something that's beneficial to what I'm doing and shit like that. Although it doesn't really seem like it because I know everything that I don't know. I'm just, you feel me, doing what I'm in school to be doing. So I'm kind of just, I don't know, practicing while learning at the same time. So I've just trying to take that and be grateful for it, you know, and just flip what I used to think about it. Like, fuck school, da 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 da, it's a waste of time, da 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 da. But no, it's actually very valuable, and it's just adding value to myself as a person, you know. And as a producer, like, yeah, I really know my shit. Like, I went to school, I have the rep to fucking follow through with it, you know. I really did this shit, I really learned this shit. Like, you know, although I didn't need school to learn it, like I knew a lot of shit that I'd be exceptional at in class, like on my own, just because, you know, I've been knew I wanted to do this shit. Like I'm really dedicated and shit like that. But school just forced me to dedicate myself even more to my craft and what I want to be doing and just my life in general, because it's a journey, you know. School in itself is a journey, and just being a producer and doing what I'm doing is a journey, and just having to manage them both together, it was a lot. It's a lot, but you know, I'm near the end now, and thank God, you know, I was able to make it through and all this shit, because it was, you feel me, like I said, it was real trying. It was a real trying situation and shit, but here we are, you feel me. I will be out of here soon. So spring 2023, I should be graduating, from college and everything, and I can really go all in with this shit, with the label and all of that, and just more YouTube content and shit like that, and just, you feel me, just really do what I want to be doing with my time. I don't have to be sitting in class waiting to get home to finish working. I can just, I don't know, it's just going to be so freeing once I finally finish this. I'm just excited. The end is near. All this shit is over. What happened has happened or whatever. And now, you feel me, I'm a new person and shit like that. I got a new perspective, new goals and wants and shit for myself with all of this. So I am grateful, although, like I said, this is 10 minutes. I'm just ranting about how crazy being a producer and being in college is together. It's really a lot. It's not for the weak, like I said. You feel me? Strong boys over here. But you feel me? It is what it is type thing. I made it through. I'm making it through. I'm pushing it through as hard as it gets, as hard as it was and shit like that. I'm just focused and dedicated enough to my passion and what I want to do, and just to myself, to just commit to myself and what I want to do, and just to keep moving forward with it no matter what obstacles come, because obviously as I've overcame them, I can just keep overcoming more. But yeah, college is a journey and shit, you feel me? But I'm basically finished. I got these notebooks here. I don't be taking them to class. Like, my backpack's right here, empty as hell. Like, it's really terrible. I'm such a terrible student just because I don't want to be a student. I hate being a student. But don't copy me. That's terrible that I'm saying this, but it's just my honesty. I can't lie, you feel me? And I just know it, so I don't feel any type of way about it, because it is what it is, but yeah, that's my journey, you feel me? My journey with college and school and shit like that. College, school, music, producing, all that lovely stuff, It's all for the greater good of myself and my future, my life, and those around me who are affected by this shit, and those that I work with and shit like that. So shout out to everybody supporting me and just, like, you feel me, fucking with me still. And you feel me, everybody who didn't know all this crazy stuff about me, because like I said, I'm quiet, I'm reserved. I don't tell people my business because it's nobody's business but mine's to know. But you feel me, this is what be going on. You feel me, I be stressed out in college, trying to make all this happen for myself and the people, you feel me, around me and everything. But it's very beautiful. And you feel me, regardless of how I feel about it or what happens or whatever, the outcome is going to be what makes it all worth it. And you feel me, I don't want to talk no more because it's been 12 minutes now. I'm like, damn, I really can talk. Like, this Gemini shit is crazy. I really just be talking. But I hope that explains everything. Maybe you learned a little bit more about me or feel connected more to me. You could relate to some shit or whatever. But that's what I hope you get from it, just sharing my experience, so maybe somebody else can feel better about what their experience is or whatever. Just whatever the fuck the case is. I'm gonna stop talking now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, you feel me, follow me and all that shit, and whatever they be saying to do whatever they gotta do. I'm still learning this shit. But yeah, thanks for watching. That's how I live as a producer in college right now. I should be graduating soon and all that. So you feel me, thanks for sticking with me in the journey and all that, and just stay tuned for what else I do and what comes next. Run It Up is still out right now. Chaotic with D-Gas is out, you feel me? That's D-Gas class. What D-Gas is on? D-Gas is Chaotic with my beat, you feel me? D-Gas Chaotic is out now, produced by me. We got more stuff coming. Lost Files, the project is still on the way, the tape. I don't want to speak too soon, but Orchestra may be dropping with K-Perk finally. It might be, I don't want to speak too soon, but like, you feel me? I'm gonna just say it now, so that's what it is, because that's what I wanted to be. So I'm gonna just speak it into existence. Orchestra with K-Perk should be dropping this December, so you feel me? Stay tuned right before Christmas, and you feel me? We just gonna keep going crazy, keep working and all that. But yeah, y'all have a good night, day, morning, whatever time you're watching this. But yeah, see you later.